What's up, guys? This is Ed Shreds. Today I'm going to be taking you through a little line that you can use to kind of run through in your solos and spice things up. So if you're in the intermediate stage or climbing up to that advanced stage, I'm sure you're experiencing maybe some difficulty with modes. Basically, learning the different modes of the major scale or the minor scale. Right now, if you're in that stage, don't get too ahead of yourself. Right now, you're not wanting to learn all the modes of harmonic minor or melodic minor. Save that for later. Leave Lydian dominant and the Lydian augmented and the Dorian flat nine and all that fun stuff later. Don't even worry about that. You don't want to take in too much information. Right now, we're sticking with good old Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian. So what this means, Ionian is the same thing as major. If you've heard major, Ionian is the same exact thing. It's just another name for it. So if we're in C Ionian, we're in C major. Right? So basically, these different modal names transcribe to the different scale degrees in that scale based on the note names. And I said them earlier in order: Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. And these go along with the different scale degrees. So 1 is Ionian, or major. Dorian is the second. Phrygian is the third. Then you have Lydian. Then you have Mixolydian. Then Aeolian. Then Locrian. Then back to Ionian. And all this is, every scale I just played for you is still the C major scale, just starting on a different note. So D Dorian is just C major starting on D. And see, it wants to resolve to C major. If we do like a D minor arpeggio, still wants to resolve to C major. We did a D minor 7 arpeggio there to a C major 7 arpeggio there. So Dorian is also minor as well, because if you take the notes of the C major scale and you roll them all out, you get C major, C E G, D minor, D F A, and so on and so forth. Phrygian is also minor, right? E G B. But enough about that. You'll understand at face value what the modes are. It's pretty simplistic once you get the idea down. So what we're going to be doing is, in any minor key, whether it be A minor, or B minor, doesn't matter what minor key it is. What we're doing is we're going to go to the relative major of that minor. So if we're in A minor, that would be C. Also remember that minor is Aeolian, or the 6th mode of major. So Aeolian is the same thing as minor. So if we take the C major scale and go to the 6th degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that lands on A. So A minor, C major. So we're going to take a C major arpeggio. So what this is we're going to the major 3rd, which is 1 fret lower on the next string. So we're from the 8th fret to the 7th fret on the next string. Then we're going to go up and hit the 10th fret on the same string. And then on the 3rd string, the D string, we go up to the 9th fret, which is B, or the major 7th of C. And that's another C an octave up. And then we repeat the arpeggio twice. Now watch this. The pattern remains the same shape mostly except for that last note. Since the B string is a major third instead of a fourth tuned from its previous string, the note you're trying to hit is going to be 1 fret higher than the previous shape. So this is our first shape. The next shape is going to be the same until the last note, which is going to skip up to the 12th fret on the B string. And then instead of going up to the octave, we're actually going to go up to the 15th fret, which in this case is the 9th, or the 2nd, which is D. Right there. So we went up to the 9th. And this you can move into A minor or whatever else you're doing. For instance, if I give you an example in A minor, you could use the run to do something like... do something like that. Or you could bring it back to major. Right, that brings it back to major. Or you could even move it into Phrygian. Right, you could do anything. You use rakes. To get wherever you're trying to go, whether it's Dorian or whatever. So this run can help you go anywhere, whether you're, whether you're sweeping, whatever it is you're doing. So those two arpeggios an octave apart can help you get to other places that you're trying to go. It works as a great filler if you've been soloing for a while. Wherever you're trying to go, whatever you're doing. So, yeah. Use this arpeggio shape. Practice it. You can do it in different keys. A major, G major, whatever, D major. So, yeah. Happy practicing.